Oh yeah, it's good to be back at Bendleby. Angus, good to be back, my friend.
Absolutely.
All right, we've got another bit of a challenge up here this time, Nick. We have walked this track about halfway, so it's, yeah, she's a tough one. We've got a little creek bed to drop into here. We're about to air down, a few rocks to move.
Not really too sure what we're going to expect, to be honest.
Yeah, there's definitely one highlight or one
section
that we're not sure what's going to happen. So all we can do is get the trucks up close to it.
Looks like a hell of a time, that section.
Yep.
But yeah, after that, we'll peel off. Who knows? See as it goes.
Yep. So yeah, Bendleby Ranges up here, looking for new tracks. Let's get into it.
Fun and games. This is where it gets pretty serious.
I can't see anything. Stop, man. Stop.
Last card come up, went bang.
Try and winch it up, at least we can work on it.
On the toe. Very slow on the toe.
We'll get there.
Charlie and some of his Bendleby Ranges team have been busy surveying this particular area. And now, with his guidance, we're on a mission to drive a dry creek bed to hopefully find some more fall driving attractions for the park. Obviously, I'm in the Defender and Nick's in the Patrol. We've also got Matt out on Navvy duties, and Angus is going to attempt to push his Toyota around with the big boys, and we're meeting up with a surprise entry tomorrow morning. This is going to be good.
Alright, yeah, straight into it here, just dropping back into a creek bed. Just got a few clearance issues with sticks and whatever. It's good to be back wheeling at Bendleby. Bit of a tight 3-point turn there, Broady, to start off. Once again, track hasn't been driven, so taking precautions not to trash the environment, which actually adds to it a bit because, yeah, you could plough over a nice tree, but it makes it a little bit tougher when you've got to avoid things like that. Now we got a bit of a weaving in and out of the creek bed here. Already angles don't feel amazing. Angus is obviously in his 80, if you haven't picked that up just yet. Normally he's riding shotgun, so I can't rely on him doing the hard work on this trip, but I have to get my hands dirty myself.
You can go back if you want, but you're way straighter than we were, so you should be fine. Yeah, you're right, plenty of room there.
I think we're going to have to jump out and see where we're going here. I'm already a bit bushwhacked.
I think we're heading down in here.
Yeah, through here.
Yeah, I think then we'll come back through into there somehow.
You got a van way?
Up and then back in.
Yeah. You got to go up in there.
Sort of like that.
Switch back.
So point our nose up there and then reverse back in.
Yeah.
With that game plan thought out, Nick points the Patrol back into the creek bed. But he soon finds out that the Nissan's only just going to squeeze through. And this worries me, as the Defender is not exactly sure. Even though we've walked the line, we can still get caught out sometimes, with things such as body roll, departure angles, and even turning circle. A spotter watching as you drive through still saves a lot of damage.
I reckon Marco might struggle with height in here. That sounded horrible. Oh, carnage already. This is the easy part.
That might have helped him.
Going. Half a metre.
Now, with a path through, Angus is up. His 80 is pretty similar size to the GU, and that's probably about as big as you want to go navigating these trees. It's not just the off-camber drop here either. The overhanging trees are also a problem, coming mighty close to these slimline racks. Now that I've seen what to miss and where to go, this should be much easier. The only problem with that, being a lot narrower and taller, tends to throw the body of the defender around a lot more. One thing I am excited about though, is now being lower geared and locked, I'm going to have so much more control in these spicy bits.
Hey, look on your side, mate.
Yeah, go your way a little bit.
Go full lock that way. Yep. More full lock. Yep. More full lock. Otherwise you're going to hit this one. Don't bring this one down.
Right.
Yep, keep it coming.
Right. Towards that shovel.
One more push, Mark. Big push. Yeah, that's it. Keep going, Mark. Yep. Keep it coming.
We're here.
You're past the tree.
Back into the creek, it opens up and we can just drive up the rocks. Keeping an eye on diff splitting rocks and the ramp over angle is about the only concern here. And Nick just wipes the dust off his rock sliders with this one.
You're going to have to drop in and then start going hard right, and then that way once you're there, then
Is my rear tyre going to skip over that a bit?
Yeah,
this
probably.
drop?
It's probably going to drop you in and push you around a bit, but because that's so close,
Yeah.
you don't want to be too far over and then drop in.
Yep. Sounds good.
Well, if it's touch and go for me, it's going to be touch and go for Mark.
Yeah.
Mark will be into it.
You can come over here a bit more, but it's going to leave you sort of dropping in pretty hard. I don't know if that's such a big deal because you got this as well. Like even
further over you get, the more it wants to lean the car over.
yeah, it's going to get even closer.
Unless you can point, like back up, go wider and point more at the tree.
Just you're leaving it in a shock and position down there.
Yeah.
If you're there's not that much room to jimmy around.
Can we put a few maxis down there just to keep her level as she comes down?
Rip the saw off me. Park it up.
Got a little stump hanging off a tree, little dead bit that we don't really want panel damage from. It's getting too close as we tip into this little section that's just getting too close, and if I'm too close, I think Mark will be in defender as well.
There we go.
Tree got it. Angus, we're about how many metres do you reckon you're into the track?
485,000 flies into the track. So far, only one car's made it. Things are looking slow for progress wise.
What's the time?
1:05.
When are we having lunch?
Well, we haven't even had breakfast yet. We had a small snack, chip sandwich. We've got enough meat to feed an army, but no one's got any time to cook it.
Alright, let's see if we've got enough here.
Got a fair bit of space in it, you can back up a little bit.
I think I'll have to.
I'll make that, will I? If I start turning now?
Yep.
I reckon I might get that. Can I come back a bit more?
Yeah, you got a bit more.
How are we looking here, Broad? I can't really see you.
Right, Nick, hang on. You're right, you keep your wheels facing this way, Nick. Up a little bit, yep. Come straight through. Yeah, you're right. Yep, keep over here. Yep.
Bit bumpy on the diff.
Yeah, slider over.
Yeah, alright.
Good?
Keep it going, mate. Yeah, looking good.
Nice footwork, man.
Nick did a good job getting the patrol through with nothing but a few scratches on the rear bar. Now with tyre tracks down, it gives Angus something to go by. Angus has been itching to get the 80 out. He's been hard at work perfecting the Red Arc 12 volt system, and also he's added a carbon winch, particularly for this trip. We have a feeling we might be needing him. As he makes his way up the dry creek, I follow closely behind, also pretty chuffed with a few recent changes in the Defender. Obviously, the front brakes isn't one of them.
First time off-roading since I've done the gears, and it is so much easier to drive. It's amazing. First gear, low range, just crawling, no need to ride the clutch. It's good. Yeah, not much.
Come across or come through straighter?
You could probably come through straighter. So just back up a metre. Heaps of room here, heaps.
Bit of gap here. How are we looking at the front?
Yeah, you can swing it hard, yep.
Thanks, son.
Same here, Mark. Plenty of room. A little bit up top too.
With both of the fat vehicles through, I can try and thread the tall, skinny Defender through. And with an awning on the side of the rack, it's always getting in the way on tracks like these, but we do usually manage to find a way around it.
Stop. I think you might have to reposition. You're going to end up on this.
With a few more inches between the canvas and the tree, it makes for a much easier manoeuvre. Now this is one little spot, but if you don't have the travel in your suspension, it'll make for a much more daunting drive, that is for sure.
Yeah, you can have one more go going back a little bit.
I don't think I'll need to.
No, it's pretty good.
Up ahead, Angus is already into it. He's knocking the top off a few, and for once I'm not talking about beers. You see, we've got to come through this way as it's the only break in the tree line, and those sharp rocks will pierce a sump if you do end up coming down on them.
Supposed to stop for lunch. Now, too busy climbing rocks again.
Right, we've just stopped under some trees. We've got the hot plate out. Nick's throwing some onion together.
I think Angus has done all the hard work.
For probably the second time ever, we stop for a quick lunch break. An onion sandwich and a cool drink keeps the men on their toes and in good spirits.
Well, we just got to thread Nick through this little couple of trees here. Now we're down here into the creek. Follow the creek to the waterfall.
We've walked this far into the track a few times before today and didn't even once think about how long it would take just to get here. The gaps between trees are narrower and turns are a lot tighter than expected. But hours into it, and here we are where we thought we'd be in about 30 minutes.
I think we'll get the 80 and the Defender down here as well. We're just starting to come into the exciting section. She looks even more daunting from down here, but should be good. I think, yeah, get the other two vehicles down and we might just go for a bit of a... It's going to be spotting regardless, so...
A steep little descent and we're back in the creek bed. This is what we've come out here for. What lies ahead is the first real challenge on this track, and it's already taken hours just to get to this point. Having the Defender off-road again in hilly terrain has me loving the decision to go with the lower gears in the diffs, and adding an air locker in the front and ATB in the rear will hopefully make this next section a little more drivable. As we look up the valley, it's a tight and steep ravine, lined with rock and just wide enough to stupidly try and drive a car through. There's still a lot of work to be done before we get to that point, so from here we park up, jump out and discuss a game plan.
Where it gets pretty serious. A little bit of shifting of boulders and whatever, but yeah, she's pretty insane. Come up and have a look. Overhanging trees, picking a line, probably not too bad here, but then we come into this chasm. Keep the fire out from that one. She's a fair construction. Well, there really is kind of only one path.
Yep.
Where we just walked. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy.
No.
This rock looks like it could be an issue.
Yep, it's in the way.
I don't think it's going to be any massive advantage to get rid of any of that. We're going to have to come
by
around.
the
By the time
time
we
so.
see where this rock lands,
Yep.
that might assist us a little bit, but
I reckon we get your bus. How close do you want to be to winch that?
well, probably on that tough.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, get your rig up here. Throw a line through there.
Might need a bit of
Sling around it.
assistance getting that branch. I don't know if we can go around it or
Well, just take those dead ones underneath off.
it's a doable task. Moves pretty easy.
Alright, we've got Marco out front. This is a pretty tight little chasm.
Right there, Nick. Keep open between the rock and the middle.
You want me to get tracks off, Marco?
Tracks. We're good now, I think. We might need them up here, but just edge forward.
Edging forward. Steady on, Marco. I can't see anything.
For me a bit. Yeah, good. Now this way. Coming up here. No. Just right hand down. Just right hand down.
I can't even turn that way.
Coming up here. Yep, and just back it back.
All sorts of things happening in here.
The angle's pretty shit, or?
Yeah, she's getting a bit hairy. Hello.
There's a bit of a hole here, Nick, so we're just trying to...
You're a good little boy, aren't you?
Daddy?
He's standing. How tall are you, Mark?
6'1", 6'2".
6'1".
So, yeah, a bit of a hole here, but there's a sheer ledge that we're trying to get you up over there, so I'm just going to try and use these to ramp you up.
Yeah, nice.
And we're going to straddle this big crack as well. Yep.
How's my roof? Have I got plenty of roof clearance?
Nah, that's why we're going to go easy.
Yeah, I thought so.
Lock is on?
Lock is not on. You want that on? Lock is on now.
Yep, all good. Yep, up.
I need to
Just
start.
let it roll back a tiny bit, Nick.
I'm foot's off the brake there.
Should be, yep, that's good. Now just go that way. Yeah, nah, too much. Yeah, that's good. So just easy because we're watching clearance up back.
Yeah, roger.
Down here, roll. Stop there.
We're just winching a rock out of the way. There's one problematic rock. We've just got an old dunger sling that we pack for shit that we're not too precious about.
Looking good. Beautiful, he says. Lock her on. There's something catching on the back.
Yeah, so this one's going to climb straight away now.
Yep, sweet. We've gotten the patrol to a point now where we've got that rock we can winch from here. So I think that's the plan. What is the time of day? 4:45. I have a strange feeling that we could be camping pretty well right where I am now.
It wasn't pretty, but we got him up. Now's a good spot though to try and get this big rock out of the way. It's hot. It is very hot. The sun is just beating down straight on us at the moment. So yeah, we need to remove this rock at least, and then and look at getting a vehicle up here. Even still, we've probably got others to move as well. Shadow's getting longer. Not sure where we're going to camp. I can't see us getting 3 vehicles up here in the next 2 hours.
We've camped in worse places, but before we can start thinking about a campsite, in part 2, there are some big rocks to move to make this line drivable. That means getting the straps out and once again, putting Nick's winch through an absolute torture test. Be sure to subscribe because you don't want to miss this next episode.